Hey everyone, I'm Swanton007 here with you guys today to give you a YouTube first. I have the Edge You Think You Know Me DVD review. Before I start, guys, please make sure to comment. I want to hear some people's, I want to hear your whatever about the your thoughts about the DVD and my review and stuff. Also subscribe, always helps. Let's get straight into this. Edge, You Think You Know Me DVD review. The cover, I like it. I like the box, and it's good. It's for Australians, as you can see if you saw my preview. It's just a DVD box. You know, nothing special. No more digipacks in Australia. I think WrestleMania 28 might be, but that's about it. So I like the packaging, good stuff there. And we've got disc 1. The documentary was fantastic. I enjoyed it so much. I enjoyed it as much as the Stone Cold DVD, which was probably one of the best, documentaries that I've seen. But the Edge documentary was great. They cut backwards and forwards from what he's doing now to his career, and an interview that he did on a radio station, where the layout was kind of like the radio guy would ask about something in real life, would ask a question, and they would string it off with Edge talking about his career, or someone talking about his career, or just a lead into that. So you start off, you've got Edge in his early days, trying to get into the business, how he met Christian, and how he wrote this letter that got him into wrestling school when he was 18. And that was something that if you'd read his book that you know, which I've read his book. And lots of this stuff is in the book, lots of the personal stories. Like, they go on to say when they were on the indies that are these days, they had to go over an ice truck road, and all the people he were with, like Rhino and Christian, and he didn't really tell stories, but he mainly talked about himself and how he was developing in his family life, and how his school worked and things like that. It was really good, in-depth sort of things that if you hadn't read his book, it was very interesting to hear. Then they start getting into his career, how he got picked up with Bret Hart, really one of his main people trying to get him into the company, which was really cool to hear, which wasn't in the book, I don't believe. I can't remember it. And then from there, they just start talking about Edge and Christian, the Brood, all his rivalries and stuff. And in between this, they're switching back to the interview and back to showing Edge what he's doing at the moment. He's up in the mountains at the moment, and doing lots of bike riding stuff, really keeping himself happy and fit. So, apart from that, they really go all the way through. They don't really say anything about Rated RKO, and they really stop talking about his rivalries at about after the Taker rivalry, and then they just sort of say since then he's done really well, blah 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 blah. And yeah, so that was the documentary. It was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm giving it a 5 out of 5. Edge is he's in my top 3 favourites wrestlers of all time. So, I'm a bit lenient, but what can you do? And then you've got the extras, which were pretty good as well. They put in the story about the Ninja Star, which if you don't know about the Ninja Star, it's how Edge and Christian became friends. They had other extras, they were talking about when Edge turned heel for the second time, in his singles career when he turned heel, and how what the promo was that he did, and how whenever he goes into a spear or has to get into a bad mood or whatever, he thinks about this promo that he did in 2005. There's also credibility. I can't remember what that was. It was Christian, Edge and Foley from 2000. Then he's got another thing on working in WCW. And that was all pretty good. That was all good stuff right there. So disc 1, the extras I've given 4 stars, as you can see in the description below. If you look down, I've got all the matches and stuff. I'm not going to be going through them one by one. And disc 1, I've given a 9.5. Now after that we got disc 2. Disc 2 and 3 are pretty much just all matches. And they do a really good job with this. I mean, apart from disc 2, which was only 2 hours, and they could have easily fit like at least 2 more matches on the disc, which is why it's come down by so much. They've really done a really good job. They've got some really rare footage from when Edge and Christian were working on the indies, and they've got commentary from Edge and Matt Striker about what was happening at that time, and that was a really good stuff there. You've got one tag team match, which lots of his tag team stuff was actually covered in his past DVD, and they don't have a match with Kurt Angle, which kind of pissed me off, but you can understand if you add the other DVD set that he's got, it's fine. And with lots of his matches being on SmackDown and Raw on these discs, is really good because it adds a bit of rare footage to it that you wouldn't really get if you've got all the pay-per-view DVDs and stuff. Like the Edge and Eddie Guerrero no disqualification match is just a gem. And it's very much forgotten because it's on SmackDown. And it wasn't on pay-per-view, but it was an awesome match, really physical and into it. Really good stuff. Another notable match that's on here is probably Edge and John Cena. This is when apparently in the documentary that people actually worked out that John Cena was actually better than he was. Edge made him better than he was. He taught him more stuff and really taught him about the business. And that was a very notable match. Disc 2 got a 8.25. And Disc 3 is just perfect. You have so many amazing matches on it. You've got a match from 2010 with Edge and Christian from Raw. You've got... there was only you've got his last match. I think the only thing that I thought that Disc 3 could have added to it was some highlights of his Royal Rumble win. But it's nothing that brought the DVD down at all. I just thought that would have been a nice extra to whack in there in between, maybe even done his WrestleMania match with Jericho in there. But something else, all of these matches Edge wins, which is a bit, if it's a DVD about Edge, you'd want his best matches, not just the ones that he won. But on Disc 3, you've got Edge and Undertaker, an obvious favourite to be on there. Edge and Christian, Pick Your Poison match on Raw, that was great. I liked that match when I saw it on TV, but it wasn't really a 4-star match, it was like a 3.5. The TLC match, Fatal 4-Way TLC, first one ever, I'm pretty sure, and it was a pretty good match, but it's been on another disc recently. I think it was the ladder match DVD, and then you got the Elimination Chamber match, which was just fantastic, and you got Edge's last match ever against Alberto Del Rio at WrestleMania. Overall, Disc 3 got a 10 out of 10. I absolutely adored that disc. Kept me interested the whole way through. Overall, I'm going to give it a 9.25 out of 10. Stone Cold's DVD is definitely better. I definitely prefer the Edge DVD over the Rock DVD. So for me, I think this is probably my second favourite DVD of the year. And it was just great. I think any Edge fan should buy it. And anybody that really just wants to know about Edge and watch some good wrestling, I mean, buy this DVD. It's great stuff, and I miss him so much. I can't wait for his Hall of Fame speech on the WrestleMania 28 DVD. So guys, I'm a Swanton 007. Hope you enjoyed my review. First person ever on YouTube. Please comment, like, and please subscribe. Thanks guys.